finally, I mentioned that already, make sure your argument is connected, is linked to the statement. It's very important that there is a direct connection, otherwise we are actually talking into the air, and we don't want to. We want to be concise. That's the reason why it needs to be connected. Also, the judge will see if you have listened critically, because critical thinking and listening skills are very important in developing debating skills. So it's not only speaking skills and argumentation, but also listening and critical thinking. So the judge will definitely hear that in your speeches, but also in your cross-examination. There is a critical eye on the position of the other party. So that's why we added the cross-examination, so make use of that. We find it very important that we create a conducive environment. As Open Up, Let You Be Heard and our partners, we step into the footsteps of philosophers like writers in Africa, but also like Aristotle. All those kind of philosophers find it very important that you use the debate not to win, but in the end to make the best debate out of it collectively. And that's a very important skill, so that you really see how can you bring it and lift it to a higher level. So what are the different perspectives? Give space to that, but also reason about the perspective of the other in a very eloquent way. So be eloquent and open to each other. We want to contribute to open societies where everybody can have a voice and a perspective to be seen and to be heard. So that's also a very important element. So please be open to each other, friendly, and we don't like intimidation as what you see nowadays, unfortunately, very often among the politicians. No polarization, but openness and working together, despite, of course, you would like to be the best in your position. Finally, speaking skills will be also seen. So are you eloquent? Okay, my English is not very high ranked, but I hope you are doing better, or at least that you learn from it. I also always learn from debating in an eloquent setting as you are. But speaking skills is very much also about persuasion. How do you engage the listeners with a joke, with humor, with an anecdote, with illustration? So make sure that people keep on listening to you. That's also a very important part. So there are 9 points, and the 10th point is an open card for the judge. Maybe they think, hey, that was very unique. So that gives you extra points, or maybe they were really touched by your story. So please make it also personal so that you are persuasive. Those are the 9 points, and I believe that you and your teams have prepared it already. So we go through it quickly. Then the rules of the debate, where I will be, monitoring. I would like to ask you to be respectful to each other. So don't talk among each other. Raise your hand. You have those buttons so that I know that you want to go to say something. And also keep the time. If the time is over, I will do clap. And then, by one clap, you have still 30 seconds. By 2 claps, you know that you have only 10 seconds to wrap up your debate. So 1 clap, you still have 30 seconds. 2 claps, you have only 10 seconds for closing your debate. That's one. A very important rule, which I would like to share already, is we are all, and you are all winners. Team South Africa, Team Somalia, Team South Africa, and Team South Sudan. You are all winners already, because you are there. You participate, you engage, you listen, you support each other. It's very important. Finally, the moderator invites you to speak up with raising your hand with this button again, and let people also speak up. So give Arwan the space. And finally, enjoy this debate. Hear from Open Up, let you be heard. Thank you very much. It's almost 2:30. We are right in time. And then we can start with the government kicking off the debate. I will give you the floor, but be prepared, Team South Sudan. In the meantime, Florence and Tessa, I would like to ask you, could you keep the time? Yeah, so when I say yes, then the time is going. And then by 1:30, you clap once. And then 10 seconds before the end, you clap twice. Yes, that's all right. Thank you very much. Okay, there we go. Where's the statements? And we're going to listen to Team South Sudan. Because welcome government. We're going to talk about the motion, social media affects young people positively. Welcome Team South Sudan.
Okay, thank you. I come in ahead because the government side, due to the time factor, allow me go straight to introduce the motion, which states that social media affects young people positively. Social media is very important to the lives of the young people today. That fosters communication, learning, and self-expression, while critics often highlight its potential risks. The positive effects on personal development and social connection on social media are evident. This motion presents that social media affects young people negatively. Positively, sorry. Social media is an online platform or tool that allows users to create, share, or encourage people to share their new ideas, like exchange information, pictures, videos, and content in virtual communities and networks. For example, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, email, and many others. When I talk of affect is the influence or something that has an impact on. Talking on young people are individuals between the age of 13 and 24. Positively is the desirable ways for judges. Allow me go through to our arguments as government. One of our arguments is mental health support. Social media offers support to people who are mental. This is true the advice they get from the professors that post online on these platforms like WhatsApp, Facebook. Without wasting time, allow me to talk this. 46% of users report improved mental health due to social media usage. This is God from all of us knows. Dear judges and audience, plus the colleagues from the opposition, if I may ask, who of us does not have social media account? I know very well that most of us have this, which we use to communicate with our dear ones, like the parents. I can give live example with my parents. My father is in Juba and I'm here in the camp. We interact with this social media to at least see each other on WhatsApp and share some ideas. Allow me to talk of business. Social media has promoted online businesses. Like people do market their goods, advertise them. 40% of businessmen reported increased sales due to social media. This is got from Hot Sweet. Allow me to talk of health and wellness. Health information. Young people can access medical resources and advice. For example, nutrition guide. Allow me to talk of awareness. Young people from the social media that there was a viral disease called this coronavirus, and people started to investigate what are the ways to reduce and prevent. It is through the social media that we are aware, we get to know that we are supposed to use hand, we have to sanitize, we are not supposed to shake hands. Allow me to talk about entertainment and relaxation.
Okay, Team South Sudan, we're going to wrap up. So thank you. You can bring in all the other arguments also after the speech from the opposition. So please wrap up.
Thank you for your warning. Allow me to talk about educational research. These are like online courses and career opportunities. These are true online jobs. Without wasting time, I beg to submit. Thanks.
Fantastic. Big applause for the government. Wow, that was a very beautiful, eloquent speech. Thank you very much, Team South Sudan. And it was because of the quality that we thought, let's continue. So that means that also Team Somalia can take some more time. I think I calculated it. Team South Sudan could have the floor for 5 minutes. So Florence and Tessa, let's stretch up the time. So after 4 minutes, give one clap and then 10 seconds prior to the final wrapping up. So please, 5 minutes is good, because after the two speeches, you still have time to come up with extra arguments. So don't worry that we don't have time for that. So please also see that as an opportunity. Yes, let us welcome the speech of the opposition about the motion social media affects youths positively. Team Somalia.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sagal Abdulkadir. I'm opposing to the motion titled Social Media Has Positive Impact or Effect to the Lives of Youth. Positivity impacts are far greater than its positivity impact. So one of the things that we can consider from the positive impacts is access to information. There's a variety of access to information, but let us see on the other hand, on the negative. The previous partner, she's talking about access to information. Like social media helps leads people to have access to information. On the other hand of the negative, we have misinformation. Misinformation, young people are highly susceptible to misinformation, like fake news and conspiracy theories on social media platforms. This has led to increased political polarization, vaccine hesitancy, and dangerous challenges. Like TikTok, there are blackout challenges, which resulted in the death of young participants. We can also talk about mental health issues. Numerous studies have shown that social media use is linked to higher level of anxiety, depression, stress, like fearing of missing out, and so many. Research by the Royal Society for Public Health in UK found that platforms like Instagram are particularly damaging to mental well-being, forecasting feelings of inadequacy and body dissatisfactions and anxiety. Body dissatisfactions like self-esteem issues, leading teens that they compare themselves to others and fake lifestyles. For example, I would like to give you an example from this case. Francis
Hello?
of Instagram was harmful to teenage girls, especially. So let's compare between its negativity and positivity. Let's put it on a scale. And that's why I'm against to this motion. Thank you for all.
Wow, fantastic. Beautifully weighing the arguments and coming up also with good argumentation. This will be a very difficult debate for judges, I believe. So let's open the floor now for the two teams. And this is a round to add more arguments, because maybe you was inspired by the speech of the other, or maybe you didn't add all your arguments already. So please, if you raise your hand, you can use that floor for more clarification, for more deepening your arguments, and not yet for cross-examination. That will be the second round of this open debate. Yes, I saw the hand of Abdisrak, I think.
Yes, thank you. I wanted to ask you, Kim South Sudan, for an argument. She said mental health support. That's the argument she said. So I wanted to ask her about more clarification and more explanation about mental health support. I wanted to ask you that one. And okay, she also talked about business and advertisement.
Yes.
That's what she said about the advantages of social media to the youth. So business and advertisement are some common things. They are not only for youth. So I didn't hear anything about academics or studies. When we are talking about youth, we have to talk about schools, something like that. So I want them to also talk about that.
Fantastic. So
yeah.
3 questions. The first was to deepen more about mental health. The second, about the business and advertisement. What do you exactly mean with that? And the third was about, okay, what about education? Isn't it that young people need to go to school? And also they ask, why is business there? Because it needs to be related to young people. So please go ahead, Team South Sudan, to take this opportunity to deepen your argumentation. Stefan.
Yes, I respect the protocol. I am by names of Walter Michael from the government side.
Yes.
Before I present our case, I would like to respond to one of the concerns raised by the opposition side.
Yes.
Of misinformation. misinformation, I would like to respond to them that misinformation, it depends to the choice of the person who is chatting or who needs the information. Because there are different types of information, it is depending according to the choice. That matters. I would like also to explain to them that misinformation, it is not as a result of social media. Misinformation it exists before, even if social media is still not discovered. That's one thing that I would like them to know.